Yo, what is up guys, just Rick here, and sorry I haven't made a new video in a while, especially the PvP videos, and that's simply because I am leveling up my Guardian right now. He's level 60, and I'm working on trying to get to max level, so sorry I haven't been PvPing very much. But I figured since the servers are kind of bugged right now, you can only do solo dungeons, I figured I would take this time to explain a little controversial subject about this game. So everybody always asks me, is this game pay to win? And that is a real serious question. And I'm going to talk about one of the features that sort of makes this game pay to win. Now, I tell you right now, skill reigns in PvP. But this is a feature that some might say is pay to win, and I would have to agree to a minor extent. But good thing is any cash shop item in the game can be bought through the auction house, so there is no need to cash, but it is a feature of the game that you get extra stats that you wouldn't get otherwise. So, of course, I'm talking about
the Soul Gear system.
So you might be asking yourself, okay, what is
the Soul Gear system?
Well, basically, there is a cash shop item that you can find in the cash shop tab called the Soul Gears. And these Soul Gears basically give you extra stats that you do not get from wearing regular gear. You can see what kind of Soul Gears you have by going onto the cash tab. But wait, hold on. Alright, so just a few quick facts about these Soul Gears. There are different ones for different classes, so you can't just buy a Soul Gear set and expect to use it on your different classes. They have to work for your same class, that is, Fighter, Shaman, Hunter, or Witchblade. On top of that, there are also limited edition Soul Gears that just have better stats overall on them. You can usually only get them during special limited event times. Right now they're doing the Sabrina event. Before they had the Christmas ones, and then even before that they had the Okapia ones. So those are all limited edition souls that just have better stats on them. But throughout this video I'm going to be talking about the regular ones that you can buy at any time in the cash shop. Alright, so that's it. So here I have an example of all 6 Soul Gears that you can get, and each one corresponds to an armor piece very similar to the regular armor sets that you have. Head, arm, chest, you get the deal. So here what you see is 6 Soul Gears, each going to the corresponding armor slot. I'm going to quickly go over what stats you can get from each of the Soul Gears, because each is different depending on what armor slot we're talking about. Now when you initially get a Soul Gear, it doesn't have any stats on it. What you're supposed to do is double click it and then select an option out of a tree here. And basically when you select this stat, it is going to be permanently bounded onto that. You can no longer change it. So you got to make sure this is the Soul Gear stat that you want. After you hit the complete button, that changes and adds a permanent stat onto the Soul Gear. And like I said, you cannot change this, so make sure you choose the right one. After that, all you have to do is double click it, and it will automatically equip onto the Soul Gear slot as shown here. Now, although it says it gives you 10 in magic defense, this Soul Gear right here is actually not doing anything, and the reason being, the Soul Gear actually doesn't have any costume associated with it. So if you want the stats on a Soul Gear to work, you have to have a costume worn on that same exact slot. Now I can already know what you guys are thinking. Well, what if I don't want to wear a costume there? And the answer to that is the Shadow Gear set. Say you don't want to wear a costume, you don't like the look of any costume, you just want to wear your regular armor. Say for instance, these pants. Well, you can take advantage of the Soul Gear set. All you have to do is replace the gear with something called a T-Gear or the Shadow Gear set. And basically, it's just like wearing a costume, but it's invisible. So the whole point of it is, if you want to wear a costume but not have anything show aesthetically, you still want to wear your regular armor, you have to buy a Shadow Gear set. It's the same price as a regular gear set, $680 as well. It's just that it's invisible. Let me give you an example. Here's my Wallachian costume, and if I have a Shadow Gear set, it takes off the costume and replaces it with the look of my Valor shoes right now. But I'm still wearing a costume, meaning that if I put a Soul Gear there, the stats will still work. On top of that, you'll notice that the Shadow Gear set is the only type of set that can be bought in bulk. For instance, I could buy 5 helms or 10 helms. Now, why would I want to do that? Well, that brings me to my next point, called the GSoul system. Yep, these things can get even stronger than they already are. we'll just take the time to show you guys the feature in action. So basically guys, what you're gonna have is your soul stones right here. I have them all equipped right now. The benefit of having them not GSouled is the fact that they can be traded. So at this point right now, I could trade them to any one of my characters. I could put them into the cash storage shop, but immediately after they get GSouled, they will be bound to the character. So you cannot move it to any of your other characters, your account. They will be bound to your character. Now there is a way to unbind those things. Those are items called the GSoul Unbinder. Pretty much just unbinds a GSoul that is already bound up. So just remember, you will not be able to trade these after you enhance them to GSoul. So basically the GSoul button is only found while you're in the cache tab. You'll see another button will open up right here. Just go to your cache tab, press the enhance GSoul button. What you want to do is put the GSoul of your choice into the right window. And then what you need to do is put a equivalent cash shop item piece into it. So here I have the cooldowns, which is on your chest piece, and so you need to put a chest piece to GSoul it. Now here you can see I have a shadow gear set. That's pretty much its purpose, is to be used, but you can use any set. You can use an actual costume that isn't a shadow set. So here is an actual costume. That's the costume that I had before. I could, if I wanted to, use this costume as a GSoul catalyst. And basically, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to use the Shadow Gear set. That is going to allow you to combine the two and enhance your soul stone. So I'm going to do that. Let's see what we get out of it. Basically, it's going to destroy the costume and then apply a random stat bonus onto your soul stone. So basically, the extra stats on it is what makes it a GSoul. So here you can see I got 1% magic attack for attaching that GSoul. Now that's pretty much useless for my character, but now this item is bound onto my character. I can't trade it, and I have 1 extra magic defense. It also destroyed the costume. So if I wanted to roll again, which I'm not going to, but I could use this chest and destroy it as well for another chance to roll different stats on the item. So I bet you're wondering what stats can end up on a GSouled item. Well, this is from the official post from Webzen. I'm just going to quickly show you guys what stats they said you can get. But anyway guys, I'm just going to go ahead and do that for the rest of these items. Just so you know, regular soul stones can be worn at level 1. You can put them on right away, but if you GSoul enhance them, they will be required level of 30. So just a quick little heads up, if you're using your GSoul to level up, make sure you don't turn it into GSoul until you're level 30. But aside from that guys, I think that about covers the GSoul system. GSoul is a great way to enhance your already very powerful soul stones. But remember what I said, this game by and large is still skill based. If you decide not to take part in this soul gear system and are really good at PvP, you are not going to be beat out skill wise. It's just simply they're going to have a slight advantage over you with extra stats that work in PvP. But anyway guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. What? Subscribe! Hey guys, if you like the guide, do me a favor and spread the word about it. Also, you can check out my other guides in C9 in this playlist right here. And make sure to subscribe to be updated on my latest content. Some may say, why is this guy getting in my grill?